Hi there, my name is Lisa and this is my website, Better Than Sober. So in my first video, I introduced myself and mentioned that I was not successful quitting drinking for good without relapsing every 6 months or 9 months or whatever until I started looking at the reasons that I drank. And so in this, I have identified two main reasons that we drink. And I'm going to talk about the first one in this video. And so the first reason, the first thing that I have discovered is that I came into adulthood with these subconscious conditioned beliefs about alcohol. And it's really important that you know what subconscious means, and you probably do, but sub means under your awareness. That's consciousness, under your conscious awareness. And what I mean by they came to me from childhood, whatever the adults were doing around you when you were young and growing up around alcohol and how they handled alcohol, that's how you learned to think about and handle alcohol. It's the same way you learned your language. They were speaking it, the adults were speaking it around you, and you just picked it up. You don't question why you speak English, you just do, right? So it's like that. And then you come into adulthood with these subconscious, you don't know they're there, beliefs, and they get reinforced and even triggered by our drinking culture. And what I mean by that is that if you're sitting in front of a computer or you have a phone, a cell phone, you probably live in a drinking culture where alcohol is not just accepted, but it's even encouraged and expected in many situations. And when I say that these subconscious beliefs that came with you from childhood, never question them, they're just there, get reinforced, is by these examples. There are beliefs like this, and this is my favorite, by the way, that beer is refreshing and tastes good after a long hike in the Rocky Mountains, for example. Well, if you've been on my site, you know that I'm a hiker, and I have never hiked 5 miles with a big cooler of beer. And I was an alcoholic, so that's saying something. So do you question that when you're sitting there watching these people hiking and then they break open the beer and they're drinking and it looks great and it's refreshing and cold and all of that? So that's one belief. Another belief is that that we see in the entertainment industry really often is that we use alcohol to de-stress and relax after a long day. It's just what you do at the end of the day. I remember in high school watching Dallas, and Bobby Ewing would come in and say, "Pour me a drink, mama." I mean, seriously, that's what he said almost every episode. And so that's what I mean by a subconscious belief. And maybe your parents did that. Maybe your dad popped open a beer every time he came home. I don't know. I'm just saying these are the subconscious beliefs that I'm talking about that get triggered. Maybe it's the belief that we handle very common and stressful or even positive situations in life using alcohol. For example, your partner breaks up with you, so you go out and get drunk. Or you're going to your favorite team's hockey game or tennis, or you're going to a concert, or you're going to an art show and you drink. I mean, it's just what people do, right? And you see it in the movies and you see it all around us. Maybe it's the belief that alcohol makes you look and feel sexier and more attractive and more comfortable with yourself. And that leads to a lot of my next belief that alcohol in some way enhances your sex performance or makes you sexier. And that's really important because in a lot of social situations, we use alcohol to feel more comfortable talking to people. We think it makes us funnier and funner to be with and wittier and things like that. So those are some examples of subconscious beliefs that you bring with you. So what to do with all this information? Well, I would challenge you to do 2 things. First, just start noticing these socially reinforced situations that I'm talking about in advertising and the next movie you watch or whatever. You might go, oh, that's what she was talking about in the video. Oh, there it is. There's an ad that's making that woman look really sexy drinking wine or whatever. And so just start becoming aware of it. Just bring it up from your unconscious awareness to your conscious awareness and go, oh, that's what she's talking about. Yeah, I see what she means. Second thing is the next time you drink, ask yourself why you're doing it. And listen to the voice in your head. What are you telling yourself about why you're drinking? Are you drinking because everyone else is and you just want to fit in? Do you feel more confident in this situation? Is it going to give you a little liquid courage, which people call alcohol that often, and as a social lubricant? Do you think that it improves you or makes you more attractive in some way? Because if you're like me, that's good, because I've done a video and it took me 20 years to figure this out. And it's called If You're Like Me. I can explain it to you in 10 minutes. Because I came into life with these, or into adulthood with these subconscious beliefs, got reinforced, and then without realizing it, I was drinking to feel better internally about myself or my life situation. And if that sounds like you, then you might be like me, and you should watch my next video. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to sign up for my email list so that I can, once a week, I'll send you an email telling you what I'm writing about or talking about this week. And also make some comments. Go to my Facebook page and start a conversation with me. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.